Alright, I know this is being uploaded a little bit late, but I finally got around to being able to react to epic rap battles of history, Tom Cruise versus Evel Knievel. And this is a matchup that they teased a couple of times, actually. They teased it towards the end of the Karl Marx and Henry Ford battle, and I think it was either last year or the year before Nice Pierre and Epic Lloyd were doing an online writing class, and this is the battle they were writing. But then they ended up shelving it, and, well, now it's a reality. So, I mean, Tom Cruise, everybody knows who Tom Cruise is. You know, Mission Impossible, Scientology, jumped on Oprah Winfrey's couch. And then Evel Knievel, was a stuntman. So you have a professional stuntman against someone who is very known for doing their own stunts. I don't really know how I feel about Tom Cruise. Not necessarily just for this battle, but just Tom Cruise as a person. I have mixed feelings about him. So I guess that's just a way of me saying I'm kind of going into this wanting Evel Knievel to win this rap battle, but I'm not going to let that impact my final decision because, the lyrics are the only thing that matters. And I actually ended up making the thumbnail first before even reacting to all this because, I wanted to come into this prepared. So, just let me know in the comments how well you thought I did on that thumbnail. I was quite proud of it personally. It is a little Mission Impossible forward, but I tried to scatter some Evel Knievelness in there as well. I had to get the Butte, Montana flag in there. I just had to. But anyways, I'm going to do the same thing I did last time. I'm going to watch through this twice. Once where I'm just going to pause as much as I want to give, some comments whenever I feel like they're necessary. And then the second time, I'll go through it without pausing. I'm just going to let the whole thing flow. And then I'll just give my final thoughts at the end. So, yeah, Tom Cruise versus Evel Knievel. Let's just do it. Let me make sure my volume's up. Okay. 3, 2, 1. And go. Nice beat.
I'm Evel Knievel, one hell of a daredevil. Takes more than Scientology to stunt on my level. No one's got a bigger need for speed than me. Your best movies, you getting killed repeatedly. You're the tiniest action star I've seen. Need an IMAX just so we can spot you on the screen. As an actor, you'll never be one of the greats. You're middle of the road like that tooth in your face.
Okay, Evel Knievel's already just coming out with the Scientology diss, right out from Jump Street. Doesn't even wait to unload that, but did anyways. I will also say this is a lot more of a fast-paced beat than I thought it was going to be, but I want to see how this all comes together, so continue on.
Your jaw, whisper intensely. Run! Vera just dissed all your characters. Done! On the bike and the mic, I'm a better double feature. Beating me's a bigger reach than you with Jack Reacher. Ready? I was born on the 4th of July. Woo! You're just red, white, and bruised. You talk a lot of shit, but here's the truth. You can't handle the cruise. Your star-spangled suit insults our country. I look more dignified sliding in my undies. But you let my hands when I run. I don't need a precog to see your future. You got none. You did a lot.
Okay. You can't handle the cruise. And then, fuck, what is the name of that movie? God damn it. With him sliding in his undies. I know what movie he's referring to. Is it Risky Business? Is it that one? That's another movie I forgot I did, but also I know, from what I understand, this guy is known for Tom Cruise impressions, so right out of the gate, this seems like a really good choice. So, continue.
Barely landed one. I should have called at the Snake River can't gun. You beat an unarmed man with a bat. I play lawyers, but I can't defend that. If I were you, I'd quit giving acting reviews. You got tricked by a cop playing a prostitute. You're a drunk stunt monkey and your son followed suit. And you both crashed down and got buried in views. I see what you did, man. You wanna talk about wives and kids, man? I jumped 14 buses, but you know what's farther. The distance Katie Holmes keeps you from your daughter.
Okay, somehow I should have. I kind of figured the Katie Holmes line was coming. I just, for some reason, was still just. It's just the delivery of that. God.
Aliens, Tom, that ain't right. Look at the vampires. You need to interview Christ. Grab your safety wire. You're gonna need to be held. Cause just like Ron Hubbard, you're taking the hell. No one even.
Oh, okay. So, this is actually one of the few references I'm able to explain because I was actually talking to my mom about this earlier today when I told her I wanted to react to this, and we were talking about Scientology. So I looked into exactly what that is, and the founder was named. Can I get past kick, like, just real quick?
Holmes keeps you from your daughter. You pray to aliens, Tom, that ain't right. Look at the vampires. You need to interview Christ. Grab your safety wire. You're gonna need to be held. Cause just like Ron Hubbard, you're...
Yeah, Ron Hubbard. His full name was L. Ron Hubbard. And he's the guy who founded Scientology. Which I did, like, look into because I wasn't 100% sure what it is. I just feel like... I don't know if this is controversial for me to say, but I feel like it's one of those things where it sounds maybe okay when on paper, but just from everything I understand, their practices are very fucking shady, and that's... yeah. But I'm not gonna go too deep into all that. Because maybe there's a chance Evel Knievel will just tear him a new one for that in another verse anyways. So let's keep going, shall we?
Taking the hell. No one even knows who you are anymore. I'm above you when I'm dangling an inch off the floor. I'll pop you harder than you pop pills. You one-trick jackass, hit Johnny Knoxville. All you're popping is your lips from the filler you inject. I've been snapping on you like Goose's neck. Your rapping is worse than the Mummy in 3D. Like a dry hand job, you don't complete me. The only stunt of yours people boast about is your psycho jump up on Oprah's couch. So just remember who's a legend when you're stepping to me. Even Rain Man knows you're getting beat. Definitely. Oprah?
Okay. I was wondering when the Oprah reference was going to pop up. And also, it's not that I forgot. I actually did watch Rain Man. That's probably like the only Tom Cruise movie I watched. I didn't see any of the Mission Impossible movies, but I did watch Rain Man. I just wasn't expecting that reference to come up at some point. But yeah, like to say that even Rain Man knows you're getting beat. Man.
Queen Latifah. It's just another day on the Burj Khalifa. Yes, I grew up with your stunt cycle toy. I've been pushing you around since I was a little boy. You ended up a bankrupt crash test dummy. Show me the money! I'll beat you anywhere, anytime, anyplace. So grab your shattered femur and literally fuck your own face.
That ending definitely felt kind of weird. Maybe it's just some kind of reference that I'm not getting. Of course, Epic Rap Battles History is going on tour, so they're promoting that, which... you know, good for them. I'm glad they're still doing stuff. And okay, this is just a little side rant. I get really annoyed when people complain that, like, oh, like, they used to upload rap battles, like, twice, 3 times a month. Now they're only uploading once, twice a year. And I'm just like... I like to think I've been pretty loyal ever since I first started watching. Like, I didn't start watching them from Jump Street. I think I got into them soon to be 10 years ago, actually. And even, like, during their hiatus from 2017 to 2018, like, I was still supporting them because I was like, okay, this is just going to give me an opportunity to just, like, catch them on the old rap battle. So, basically, this is just a long roundabout way of me saying that, like, I'm a patient man when it comes to content that I want to see. I'd rather wait a year for something that I know is going to be quality than wait a month for something that I feel like they're just going to half-ass. But with that being said, I can't get my final thoughts just yet, only because I need to watch this rap battle one more time. This time with no pauses or interruptions. I just need to see where this goes. So, one more time for me and for you guys. Here we go. Round 2. There we go.
I'm Evel Knievel, one hell of a daredevil. Takes more than Scientology to stunt on my level. No one's got a bigger need for speed than me. Your best movies, you getting killed repeatedly. You're the tiniest action star I've seen. Need an IMAX just so we can spot you on the screen. As an actor, you'll never be one of the greats. You're middle of the road like that tooth in your face. Clench your jaw, whisper intensely. Run! There, I just dissed all your characters. Done! On the bike and the mic, I'm a better double feature. You're beating me's a bigger reach than you with Jack Reacher. Ready? I was born on the 4th of July. Woo! You're just red, white, and bruised. You talk a lot of shit, but here's the truth. You can't handle the cruise. Your star-spangled suit insults our country. I look more dignified sliding in my undies. Flatten you like my hands when I run. I don't need a precog to see your future. You got none. You did a lot of jumps, rarely landed one. I should have called at the Snake River can't gun. You beat an unarmed man with a bat. I play lawyers, but I can't defend that. If I were you, I quit giving acting reviews. You got tricked by a cop playing a prostitute. You're a drunk stunt monkey and your son followed suit. And you both crashed down and got buried in reviews. I see what you did, man. You wanna talk about wives and kids, man? I jumped 14 buses, but you know what's farther. The distance Katie Holmes keeps you from your daughter. You pray to aliens, Tom, that ain't right. Look at the vampires, you need to interview Christ. Grab your safety wire, you're gonna need to be held. Cause just like Ron Hubbard, you're taking the hell. No one even knows who you are anymore. I'm above you when I'm dangling an inch off the floor. I'll pop you harder than you pop pills. Your one-trick jackass hit Johnny Knoxville. All you're popping is your lips from the filler you inject. I've been snapping on you like Goose's neck. Your rapping is worse than the Mummy in 3D. Like a dry hand job, you don't complete me. The only stunt of yours people boast about is your psycho jump up on Oprah's couch. So just remember who's a legend when you're stepping to me. Even Rain Man knows you're getting beat. Definitely. Oprah? I give it Queen Latifah. It's just another day on the Burj Khalifa. Yes, I grew up with your stunt cycle toy. I've been pushing you around since I was a little boy. You ended up a bankrupt crash test dummy. Show me the money! I'll beat you anywhere, anytime, anyplace. So grab your shattered femur and literally fuck your own face.
Okay. I will say all in all, okay. All in all, I definitely think they got the right person for Tom Cruise, because I feel like, you know, he got the mannerisms down, the look down. Hands down, I don't think they could have picked a better person. I think the only other person I think they could have gone was Shane Top. But this was a good pick. I just can't help but feel like, I don't know, the ending was just kind of, I don't know what it is. And again, like, I'm sure there's a reference that I'm just not getting. So maybe if I knew the reference, I would appreciate the ending a lot more. So I'm sorry if there's something that I'm not getting. I think Evel Knievel all around had some pretty good bars. Good disses. Especially when he was just joking about how all of Tom's characters are essentially the same. Tom Cruise has some good lines too. I'm not going to say that he didn't. But again, maybe it's just one of those things where I just have to, you know, maybe look into some of these references on my own time, and then maybe my mind will be changed. I don't know. I definitely did like the beat. Again, it was a lot more fast-paced than I thought it would be, but I feel like, you know, for a matchup like this, I think it works. I really do think it works. So, in conclusion, you know, I'm not going to say this is one of the best rap battles they put out in recent years, but I think everything was still solid, so I would give it 7.5 out of 10, and I think, in my opinion, Evel Knievel won. I wouldn't say by a landslide, because, again, even though I thought Evel had better lines, I think the guy who played Tom Cruise, like, really did his part well. But, again, maybe upon further analysis, maybe my opinion will change. We'll see, but till then, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you watch me for other content like gaming content and shitposts, then I'll see you all later. And if you only watch me for my ERB reactions, then I guess I'll just see you guys next year. But all jokes aside, thank you all for watching. And let me know who you think won in the comments down below. But, of course, like, also, you know, subscribe to their channel if you haven't. I mean, I'm assuming if you're watching this, you already have been subscribed, but just in case you're not, go subscribe to them, please. And I'll see you all next time. Peace out. Take care.